Hi Gemini, this is your December 30th through January 5th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 4 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entering your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already married or in a relationship. In the third spread, we'll see if anybody wants to get back together with you this week. And the fourth, the final spread for this week, will be what you're not expecting to happen. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. Well, Gemini, this is my last 2024 reading. Happy New Year, happy 2025. I hope you have an amazing, full of love, prosperous year ahead of you. So having said that, this first spread is a new love this week. We have the World clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the Tower clarified by the Eight of Wands. We have the Sun clarified by the Magician. In the potential outcome, we have the Lovers with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant, and we also have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing maybe with an Aries, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo, Taurus, perhaps even another Gemini, or absolutely any zodiac sign. Well, Gemini, this kind of reminds me of the previous week's reading. I think in the previous week you were going to go on a trip. And this week, some of you could also be going on a trip. Or somebody could be showing up unexpectedly. For some of you, unexpectedly. What's really interesting is that I think you're going to be just on top of the world. You'll be the happiest you've ever been. You know? It kind of reminds me of a movie, to be honest with you, where somebody won a trip to Floston Paradise. Let me know in the comments down below which movie I just referenced. I want to know how many people are also love that movie. Anyway, all right. So we start the first 3 cards that came out, right? The World, the Tower, and the Sun. They were all major arcana cards. Those cards showed up. They're not clarifiers. They're the cards that showed up. We also have 2 more major arcana cards in the potential outcome and another major arcana card clarifying the Sun. So quite a few. So this is big. This is something very big for you, right? The World, the first card that came out, it could be interpreted as a card of someplace remote. So this person could be at a distance from you, or you could be invited to go somewhere, not necessarily invited by this person. Maybe you're invited to go somewhere with friends or what have you. Maybe you want a trip. I don't know. All right. The World is also a card of an ending, but it's a happy end card. So something could be coming to an end, but it's a happy end card. Somebody could be graduating. Somebody could be moving, right? It could be a New Year party, right? Because I usually consider the New Year as a happy end. One year coming to an end and another year is starting. All right, the Page of Cups clarifying that. It could be an invitation, or it could be somebody reaching out to you, letting you know that something is done. Something came to an end, and here they come. Speaking of them coming to you, right? The World is followed up by the Tower clarified by the Eight of Wands. The Tower could be either Scorpio or maybe Aries you're dealing with, but the Eight of Wands clarifying it could be a card of more communication, but it's also a card of travel. I think somebody is going to be, there's going to be travel involved in some capacity here. So in this case, the Tower is a very unexpected trip, or somebody traveling to see you, or you're traveling somewhere, or something among those lines. Okay, the Sun clarified by the Magician. The Magician is actually one of your major arcana cards. You share it with the Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo, right? But if that's you clarifying the Sun card, then that's you gonna be as happy as you've ever been, probably, or potentially, because the Sun could be a Leo you're dealing with, but the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It really is the happiest card in the deck, so this is you feeling on top of the world. All right? Pun intended. All right? The Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, all the way to your right. So here come the aces, all right? It's one of the 2 aces. The Ace of Cups is all about love, true, genuine, authentic love. All right? So whoever is showing up, or if you're going somewhere, if you're invited somewhere, maybe that's where love will find you. Okay, in the potential outcome, we have more you, the Lovers, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Lovers, yeah, that's another major arcana card associated with you, Gemini. At the same, you could be dealing with another Gemini. Who knows? Let me know. The Lovers is also, in my opinion, the best card when it comes to the actual love connection between two people. It's a soulmate card. It's a twin flame connection card if you believe in twin flames, and it's the love of your life card, because there's two people in the Lovers, right? And the Ace of Pentacles, the second ace, it's all about commitment, offers, marriage proposals. The Ace of Pentacles always comes from somebody who is ready to settle down, ready to get married, ready to get serious. And the Hierophant, right next to the deck, if it's not a Taurus, then the Hierophant is a card of marriage and commitment. All right, that's what the Hierophant is. It is a card of tradition, religion. It's a card of education. It's a card of something formal, official, such as marriage. Okay, so yeah, whatever is happening here, like I said, I think somebody's traveling, or the news, the Page of Cups of the world. It's gonna be the best news ever. Best news ever, best invitation ever, best trip ever. That ultimately leads to commitment with this person. All right, Gemini, really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Gemini, this spread is for you. We have the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Two of Swords. We have the Moon. We have the Three of Pentacles, clarified by Justice. And we also have the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces. We also have Libra on the table. Well, here's the deal, Gemini. Well, first of all, you've probably noticed that I'm not doing one of the spreads I usually do. I'm not doing the work, business, and finances spread for this week. I didn't do it for the previous week, but I will resume the following week. Because a lot of people take some time off. I know a lot of people do. So what's the point? That was my way of thinking. But you, Gemini, for those of you who are already in a relationship or married, somebody's gonna be waiting for you to make a decision, and this decision has something to do with work, business, and finances. Okay, that's what it kind of feels like. It could be the other way around, right? But for most of you, somebody's going to be waiting for you. Perhaps they're going to tell you, you know what, take some time off, think about it during this break, and when you come back in early January, just let me know. Let us know what you want to do. That's what it kind of feels. You will have time to think about it during the break. All right, and you're sitting at some kind of a crossroads, and perhaps it's some kind of a secret where they don't want you to tell anybody. Just keep it to yourself for now. It's just between the two of us, or between you and the department, or it's between you and your manager, or between you and HR, what have you. Because the Moon in the middle, it is a very emotional card, but it's also a card of a secret. All right, it's also a card of a secret, so perhaps they're asking you to just keep it to yourself. That's what it kind of feels like. The Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords to the left, yeah, you're going to have to make some kind of a decision. You're sitting at the crossroads with those two cards. The Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of waiting, and like I said, for most of you, it's them waiting for you to decide during this break, during the New Year's break. All right, then the Three of Pentacles clarified by Justice, this is what it's all about. Three of Pentacles is a card of collaboration and cooperation, right? But since we have so many Pentacles on the table, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and now that Three of Pentacles, it has something to do with work in some capacity. All right, work or business, or finances in some shape or form. Justice, clarifying it could be like some kind of a legal situation, or you may have to sign something, or you may have to decide something. Justice could be a bank, your HR department, your boss, or maybe a government agency or something like that. Maybe you work for the government. So yeah, that's what it kind of feels like, Gemini. You'll have some kind of a decision to make, but you're not going to be rushed into it. You're going to be thinking about it. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Gemini, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Fool. Then we have the Six of Wands, clarified by the Four of Wands. And we also have the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries or Pisces, maybe even a fellow air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay, Yeah. So somebody here is losing their sleep, or they cry themselves to sleep every night, or maybe they're realizing, oh my God, what have I done? Why did I do this? Why didn't I? Whatever has happened, they really, really regret it. They're really depressed, stressed out about it. They think about it all the time. They must have messed up in a big royal way. Okay, that's what the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords in the beginning are talking about, right? Similar energies. They're like, oh my God, crying themselves to sleep. Anyway, we have the Hangman on the bottom of the deck. Could be a Pisces you're dealing with, but the Hangman is a card of realization, like an epiphany or a light bulb moment. Perhaps that's what's happening to them, finally, right? They had to lose you to have this epiphany, to have this realization. It's also a card of a sacrifice, so maybe this person is going to show up and they'll be like, you know what? Here's what I'm no longer going to do, and actually going to do instead. You do have a conversation coming up, or a message, with that Ace of Swords clarified by the Fool. The Ace of Swords is a card of a very straightforward, very honest, no BS conversation. That's what that Ace of Swords is. The Fool, clarifying it, could simply be an Aries you're dealing with, right? But the Fool is a card of like taking a leap of faith, right? The Fool is also a card of second chances. The Fool could be talking about, let's drop what happened, let's leave what happened in the past, but I'll be behaving myself, I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that, I'm not going to be doing what I used to, you know, something like that. And at the end, we have a victory, actually, Gemini. The Six of Wands clarified by the Four of Wands, yeah. So maybe you will give him a second chance, you know, with that Six of Wands and a Four of Wands. More fire energy, by the way, more fire, right? But the Six of Wands is a card of victory. It could be a card of like overcoming something. And the Four of Wands clarifying that is a card of a commitment or marriage. The Four of Wands is a card, to me personally, that card always reminds me of an actual wedding, by the way. So yeah, Gemini, it kind of looks, if you want this person back, if you want to hear them out, I think it's going to, whatever they're going to tell you is going to resonate with you. And you're going to give them a second chance if you want to. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Gemini. We have the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands clarified by the Queen of Swords. We have the Nine of Cups clarified by the Three of Cups, and we have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Cancer, maybe a fellow air sign, not a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or absolutely any zodiac sign. What you're not expecting is a party. Yay! What else is new, right, Gemini? What else is new? Well, I'm saying it with love because I'm a Gemini myself, as most of you already know. I don't go to that many parties anymore, but when I was maybe 20 years ago, I did. Yeah, I confess, I did. Anyway, this spread right here is kind of reminds me of the first spread, the very first spread, the new love spread. So maybe this is a repeat of that, or it could be you may still go to another party. There can't be too many parties, especially around New Year's. Okay, but there's definitely some. It's a very happy spread. It's a very happy spread, Gemini. Right? The Ten of Cups, the first card that came out, is the happily ever after card, or it could be a card of like a family-oriented celebration. It's a family-oriented party, but perhaps it's not just family members, friends or neighbors are also invited. Right? We have the Eight of Wands and the Chariot. Both are very fast cards. So somebody is going somewhere. It could be you who is going. The Queen of Swords clarifying the Eight of Wands. I assume that's you, Gemini, unless you're dealing with a fellow air sign. The Chariot could be a Cancer, by the way you're dealing with. But the Chariot is, it is a card of literally going somewhere. It's also a card of transportation. So maybe some of you will get a car as a present. I don't know. All right, or maybe you're buying a car for yourself or for your family, because there's probably going to be like sales and discounts around New Year's. Maybe you're deciding to buy yourself a car. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. The Nine of Cups clarified by the Three of Cups. Yes, it is a party, or a wish come true of some sort, because the Nine of Cups is a card of a party or a wish come true, and the Three of Cups clarifying it is a card of a party. Some of you, like I said, maybe you're buying a family car or a car and that's what you're celebrating. Or maybe you're going to go on a field trip real quick right after you buy the car. Something like that. But again, it's a very happy reading, very happy spread, and it's supposed to be something you're not expecting. So it's going to be like a major, awesome surprise. Gemini. Alright, so that's what I have for you for this reading, for this first week of, for the first half week of 2025. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Gemini, have an amazing week and an awesome 2025.